Let's see if we can give it a second to load up. There we go. Hi everyone, it's me, Zero. Nice to meet you. Actually, wait, I gotta check my stats. I didn't even check it. Hello? Hello? Wonder where it's going out from. Yeah, this one. Okay. Sorry. So last time I tried this, it was I hooked up a webcam and it was recording all the audio from the webcam. So it was the sound for being one arm's length away and behind the monitor. And I was like, couldn't understand why it sounds so bad when I'm speaking right into the mic on my head. And it was getting the mic from the webcam. Hey, Sam. Okay, so hi everyone. Zero here from the Mighty Ginkgo, and I want to talk to you about our shining new product. Yeah, I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Let's see. Um, Quick backstory, real quick. When I had decided to quit Second Life for a while, a lot of people had stopped talking to me, mostly because they were like, well, she's gone from Second Life. There's really nothing that we can really talk about, or really didn't have anything to use me for. And a lot of people stopped talking to me. But there were still a couple people who, when I was down and out, still made an effort to talk to me. And they really were trying to cheer me up and do things to try to help me get back into Second Life. One of the people who did that was, Utilizator, the guy who made the Kemono avatar. And he was like really, really nice. And that always stayed with me in my heart because I was like, thank you. I feel like it's like kind of like the Golden Girls things. Thanks for being a friend there. I mean, when he found out that I was quitting, he's like, oh no, you quit. I guess you're gonna miss out on me releasing the Burger Queen you've been bugging me for. Oh well. So I was like, what? But I've been asking for the Burger Queen forever. Gimme. It's stuff like that that always just made me happy. Like people who try to look out for you, or try to cheer you up, things like that. So you guys mean a lot to me, and he meant a lot to me. Means a lot to me still. So I always try to figure out how I could repay that kindness back. I did that with the Orange Nova guy camp when he tried to cheer me up. So I made the lady shark, butchered his muscular man shark and turned him into a lady. And I figured I'd do the same thing to Yuri because, why not? But unfortunately, his kimono lady is already a lady. So I couldn't, like, the avatar he has is like already beautiful ladies. And I can't make men because I know nothing about male anatomy. So I was trying to figure out how I could repay this kindness. And I thought, like, you know what? How about I make some stuff for the kimono? And so I thought maybe I could make a few body modifications for it because, there was a person who was making the mods for them, but then they quit and they like just came back. But it was like, all right, they have no real mods for the thick thighs, and somebody wanted a pregnancy one, and then it was just like so many requests about what they wanted, and I'm like, I'm not sure if I can do this right. It's a bit bigger project than I thought. So then it hit me. I'm like, wait, what if there was like a kimono character creator that people can use, and then they can make their own bodies and do stuff like that. And that's what this project is, basically. It is a character creator for the kimono that allows you to utilize shape keys in order to create a custom body. So I had to get that together and make that, and then run it past Utilizator to see what it was. And I thought he was gonna be upset about it, and I kept saying, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. But he was cracking up at the whole thing like it was the funniest thing ever, and like because some of the results were just outrageous. And he was laughing at the whole thing and agreed. And he's like, this is a good step for you to like finally start charging for things. And I'm like, huh? Oh, yeah, charging. And so I'm like, yeah, I think this would be a probably good thing, exercise, charge for products that I make for once. And of course, I felt like the right thing to do was like give him half because I'm using all of his assets to make this thing go, like the skins and the body. I mean, it doesn't have the scripts because that was somebody else, but you know, I just can't, like, you know how I am. I gotta give everything away for free. So if I couldn't give stuff for free, I could at least give him like half of the money that I make from it. So that is the project. That is the story behind it. And now I'm going to show you what it's like. Get your money's. I feel so guilty. I'm like, I can't charge for stuff. I'm like, okay, this is the paid version. It's the same thing, but you can get it for free in the Discord. I just feel bad charging money, but that's something that pretty much all my friends and everybody is trying to knock me out of. Like, well, if you want to do this, then you have to charge. You can't give it away for free. And I'm like, I feel so guilty. But I guess that would help not having to beg for donations just a wee bit more. Alright, so that's all the story time for this. Let's actually go and show the thing off, okay? Because I got to show the demo, and hopefully I can do one of those, like when the stream is done, we can do a crop at times so people don't, like, I just came to see how the thing works. I didn't come for stories. Alright, so let's go. So first thing we do is open up our blender, and like I said before, you really want to use an older blender because that's what I used. I used blender 2.79, and I don't know how sliders and stuff work in a new blender. I'm just going with whatever, you know, old stuff. So I'm going to go open up that dev kit. Oh, this is a body that I made using the kit, and I made a couple of example body, like examples. Let me see if I still have it up here. Okay, that's the body shop. Okay. So I made a couple example bodies of what you can do. It's only 10L. So you get 4 bodies for 10L if you got the kimono thing. So I was able to make a plump body, a pregnant body. Let me see if I can scroll. It won't let you scroll. There we go. I have a pregnant body, a plump one, a skeletal-like body, and a muscular body. So those are the 4 bodies that come in the example one. So if you want to try it out or just want to do that, then you can see that if you want to. And I will show you how you would make stuff. Now this is just a dev kit for those 4 bodies. So if you want to make clothes or something for it, I really wasn't planning on it being a real thing. It's just an example of what you can do and have fun, I guess. So let's open up the dev kit, the body shop. Ignore that one. So when you open it up, you just get greeted with the original kimono body. And over here on the side, you'll see where it says shape keys. And I'm going to try to minimize this so I can see comments if you guys have questions along the way. My body. Alright, so put this right here, put this over here. See if I can scoot this. We're gonna make everything fit. I have a very tiny monitor, but it's a old Wacom tablet thing monitor. Okay, so small. Alright, I think that's everybody in there. Okay, doke. So here we are with our kimono dev kit, and you can see over here in the corner we have slide keys, shape keys. And each shape key has a default pre-made morph that I made for it. Now you would just scroll down here and choose which one you want. So let's see. We have plump thighs. And at the bottom you see where it says value. This is our slider. The higher the value, the more of the plumping effect we'll have on the body over here. So we have plump thighs, and we click and slide the thing up, and you can see that we can make her thighs bigger. Now I wanted to say from the get-go that this is not anatomically correct anything. I have no concept of anatomy, so this is all very stylized, and you can build on it if you want to. It's really just getting you in the right area to help you make more body stuff for the kimono. So you can make them as thick or as thin as you want. So you have the plump upper legs, and then if you want to even it out at the bottom, you can give her plump lower legs. You can turn up the volume on her butt, so go like plump butt, and you make it as big as you want. I feel like even though this is gigantic to me. That's a fairly small butt. Like, I found that out during testing when I tried to go and walk around, and they were like, "That's a nice size butt you have there. It's very petite and cute." I'm like, "That's petite." So, I have other things like, tilt the butt down, so like this, or up high. That's mostly because of the tail, because I went to go test it like in world, and when the tail goes down on this one, yeah, right, petite. What's a cute petite booty? I was like, what? So when the tail goes down, it does kind of sort of get lost in the butt because it wasn't made for a butt that big. So you could try tilting it down to get more of that if you want to. Or maybe just not make the butt so gigantic so that the tail actually works. So that's up to you, really. Okay, so here's the thing. When you're working with shape keys, you have to make the most extreme shapes so that the program has more states to go to. So the bigger and more extreme it is, the more states that Blender will generate to get to from the base mesh to that extreme one, which gives you more options. So because I made the butt so gigantic, you have all of these butt states that you can go through, for example. So we can just have like little tiny going all the way up to like that. So you see what I mean? So that's why I made it so big, because it's like, okay, that's more states for you to have when you're customizing your character. Okay, so of course if we have that, we have to increase the bust. So we have inflate chest. I'm sorry, I'm not. It's just boobies, and then they have booby plus to make them even bigger than that. So it gives you more states. But I did think about those who like to have flat chests too. So even though the default kimono chest is already flat, you can slide the slider and you can deflate the chest even more and make it just completely non-existent. So we have that, and this. We have PG. So if you want to just make it, not so vagine, you could flatten it out if you wish. And this is the one that kind of kickstarted it all, because some lady asked me, like, is there anywhere I could find a pregnant belly? And I was like, I can make that. And then it just was like, you know what? I don't feel like making all of the stuff that I know somebody's going to ask for. Like, somebody's going to definitely ask, can you make a boy chest, like a flat chest? Can you make a bigger butt for the kimono? Can we have thicker thighs? And I was like, oh, how about we just make a character creator? So, yeah, so you can have the pregnancy belly, so you can be like normal pregnant and then super pregnant. So you can even increase it if you want to. Like, you can edit and mod onto the shape keys that I made. If you feel like that's not big enough, you can always just go turn it up to the max. And I'm gonna scroll this down a little bit. Excuse me. So you can increase the size if you want to. So now when you go to change the shape keys all the way up, you see you got that bigger size if you feel like that's more. But I won't punish that poor lady. Let's put that back down to normal. Alright, so you can make the pregnancy belly as well. Now, when we were working on the Isla body, I noticed a trend that was showing up in... Ooh, my boobs are on the keyboard. Let's move these guys out of the way. Okay, so one of the things I noticed was that it has thigh things, like, I can't think of what it's called, dents, because when people create bands and like, let's say they're trying to wrap something around their leg, it's really in fashion to have like a dent in the leg so that it looks like fat is rolling over the leg. So I tried to make that with this by making it so that you can slide the slider and it'll give you fat rings and stuff here. So if you wanted to do this with your leg, I made it all the way extreme so you can put multiple, like, depending on how tight it's squeezing, so it can be like something mild, like, hey, here's a little bit of tightness to, you're squeezing out the blood circulation to your leg. And on the other side. Now, I couldn't make this even. I tried to make it even. I really did. But, you know, bad eyes, bad everything. I'm not good at symmetry unless it's got the symmetry modifier on there. And I didn't want to do that and break the kit and or have to re-rig everything. So I didn't want to do that. We also have muscles. So if you're into onigai muscles, I mean, the muscles would show up if I didn't have the plump leg so high right now. So let me see. Where's my abs? Did I? Oh no! Don't tell me. I was like, don't tell me I deleted the abs. That's the most important part. So you can have muscle kitty if you want to have that. You and you know bigger chest if you want to with this. So it's like, I'm really fit. I have a wrestler friend who wrestles in like a furry sort of wrestling league, and when she saw this, she was like, "Get me! I want muscles. I want to be a muscular kimono." So she was happy about that. My husband was happy about that, and I hope you guys will be happy about that too if you use it. So, and last but not least, we have the skeleton one, which kind of sort of hurts me to make because I'm like, "Oh, you poor thing, you're so skinny. Let me feed you, take care of you." So, turn this off. So turn the skeleton up so you can see. Alright, so this is a skeleton one. So if you wanted to make a starving or very skinny kimono, you can now. Hang on one second. Discord's going off, and I can't check Discord on here because, you know, sometimes some people say some sensitive stuff to me, and I'm like, don't want that posted on the stream. Okay, that's just somebody posting me or doing the job, being a sweetheart, or her. Me or being a sweetheart. I'm not sure if it's a he or she. Okay, so now you have all of the stuff that you can do on here. Make all this stuff. So I'm gonna take the skeleton off, and I'm trying to make them like I like the muscle one more than any of them. The muscle cats are my favorite cats, but I do like the plump ones now. Like it's starting to grow on me, but I only think it's cute on furry or cartoon characters more than I do on humans. Humans, I'm like ugh, but on furry cartoony characters, I think being very plump is kind of cute. So I'm gonna make a muscle cat because I made the other cat during the what do you call that manual? Okay, so let's say you finished it and you want to export this in World and have your muscle body. To do that, all you gotta do next is go into tab, press the tab, and go into edit mode. Then press P, and then separate by materials. We don't want to take the hands with us, but they're going to come with us anyway because some reason they always do. The hands are just there for looking, not for using. We're going to use the default kimono hands that come with the body and stuff. So you want to press A and select everything. Oh, get out of here, tail. We don't need you either. We just need the body. So you're going to press A and select everything, and then we're just going to export it as an avatar thing. As you can see, I did quite a bit of these. Okay, so once it's exported, we're going to take off this body. And we're just going to import it in. And it's doing the rules. Turn your low and lowest to 0. Generate your weights. So called 16L. Okay, res it on the ground. And you, what is that? The tail, it came with us and it crashed. It crashed, but ain't going, I crashed. I never understand why other pieces come with it. Alright, let's try that again. Yeah, I don't know why the tail came. Alright, but yours probably won't happen with that. And if you do, just unlink it. So what we need to do is make this bakes on mesh because I don't have the scripts to make the body react to the kimono HUD. And yeah, I figure that it'd be a lot easier using bakes on mesh anyway. So we're going to do that. So to make it bakes on mesh, we're just going to open up our build menu here. Select the texture. Select our avatar. Go to select face. Select. And you're going to select the parts we're going to start to assign slots to. So we're going to work on the upper part. So we're just going to select the top parts that will be registered as a bake upper, which is the chest here and the arms. Then we double click on the texture, select bake, and assign it to baked upper. And we're going to do the same thing for the lower part by selecting the parts we want lower, the legs and the feet. And we're going to select those to bake and then pick baked lower. So now we have the bakes on mesh. You want to take it into your inventory and then wear it. And look, I'm a muscle kitty. Rawr. Now, one thing you really will need to do is that you have to wear... Oh, my feet are just in the shadow. I'm like, did I not convert my feet? Yeah, my feet are there. Okay, so we got all the stuff going and it's working. Now we just need to have the kimono body on because one step I skipped was that you need the kimono body to wear, and when you put on the body, you're just going to make the body invisible like so, but leave the hands visible because we want to have the kimono deformer that fixes the hands. Without it, our fingers would be broken. And of course, you want to wear your kimono head and kimono tails, and then yeah, that's it. Everything you need. So that's my. I could at least have an AO. Okay, so yeah, there we go. And that's how you make a muscle lady using the kimono body thingy majig. I hope this helped you out better understanding what I'm using. And if you guys want it, you can pick it up here. Again, this is my first time charging and I feel really uncomfortable about this, but I will hope that you guys can support me. I don't know anything about the male. There's not a male kimono. And I don't know anything about the male body to make a really accurate one. But I reckon you could probably turn it male, right? Like, let's see. If we turn off the boobs, oh yeah, I forgot I tell you. Okay, let me join everything back together. Okay, join and then remove doubles. So now it's one. Alright, so I guess make it this. Remove the boobs. Flatten the chest. PG to take away that vagine. Turn off plump stuff. if it was male, it would have to have a wider base, right? So, and the abs would be more. Huh. Let's see. Let me scoot your. Thanks. Like if women's hips are down here, a man should be like this, right? Yes, you can rig bodies to these. I mean, you can rig clothes to these. Now, whether or not the clothes will morph with the different sliders, I don't know. I didn't test that. I was like more or less just doing this for the lulls, not so much for the. Like, I should probably test that, but I didn't. I just really wanted to get it out and done. Mm, I'm being attacked by flies. Come on, man. Open them legs. Hey, Eliza. I guess. Wait, I'm trying to. This is like the male body of it, like a male gymnast body. I guess. How manly is this? This is like 7 on the man scale, right? It's not very manly, but you can see what we were going for. I think it might just be the skin. Like I said, I don't know much about men to do man things. You know, I was almost done this. I was like, I'm gonna be done this in record time. I'm gonna go and get me some Captain Crunch, and then you're gonna be like, do we have men? Could we have men? Thanks a lot, Sam. No, no, because then I'm gonna be sitting there thinking about it while I'm chewing, like, hmm. Just like let's see if we can get a straight line here. Come on, man, give you that this man a straight line. You know what? I have a stylus. I'm going to use it. No, I'll calibrate later. Eh, eh. Yeah, there we go. I have a Wacom Sync 21 UK. So it's old, stupid old, but she still works. Like, I've always dreamed of having one of these. And then, like, because they're so old now, I can afford two of them. So I got one here on this computer and then one over here on my old computer. Paying for, of course. Not straight. There's 4 easy payments with this girl. Right? Right? I used to dream of having one because it's like they were so expensive and that's what everybody was using. Whenever they would do one of those, like, especially on DeviantArt, whenever they would have, what's this? I guess I could update the dev kit to include this mail thing, but we have some samples. Let me go there. We have some sort of free samples over here yonder. So it comes with 4 bodies in the dev kit. So it's a plump body, a pregnant body, skinny skeleton body, and a muscular body. All of those are on the marketplace right now. This dev kit that I'm using for now, it's 500 Linden, and I'm so sorry. Again, you know how that, but it goes to a good cause. And that gives you this dev kit that I'm working on now. But the male body, like this one right here, I just made this, so it's not included in the kit for download, but I can sling this in there. You should make the body blank texture first, molding that helps sometimes. Body blank. Well, I wanted to see if it still looked right, because if I had said, like, okay, let's put a plain white texture on it, because really I was using this while I was sculpting, so that helped me out a lot. But I have to have the texture on there so to make sure that everything lines up right, because I didn't want to, let's say, move the chest inward or something like that, and then when people put on the texture and they're supposed to be lined up a certain way, it's going to be, twisted or diagonal or really what you call it. And they're like, well, I wanted to try this, but it messed up my skin, and now I can't wear it. So I have to have the default one on there if I'm trusting it. Reference would be great, but somehow I still can't do it right. So it's just freestyle a lot more than that. Like, I tried to use a reference. Like, I don't know if they're still in here. I know. Hang on. Oh, no, it's not here. But I did download some stuff for the muscle people. And I even looked at, like, my husband's like, if you want to see what a muscular person looks like, just look up some muscle porn. And I'm like, I don't want to look up muscle porn. I just want a nice artistic reference of a nude lady with muscles. And all of them had clothes on or something. And he's like walking past me and he whispers like, muscle porn. I'm like, so I to make the muscle lady, I had to base it off of a muscular muscle lady who was just flexing. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I see. So that's how that's supposed to look. And then he walked past me again and was like, muscle porn? This early in the morning? My goodness, baby. Have some respect. I'm like, it's for art. It's for art. So, that. So, yeah, I try to use as many references as I could, but in the end, it's still going to come to what the mesh is going to allow me to do and how good my art skills are, which as you can see is like not as great. On top of this, the kimono had a problem where it's very low poly, like the default. Hopefully it'll be the last, unless you like it. the one of the challenges of working with the kimono is that it's very low poly. So what's wrong with it being low poly? It was at most 7,000 triangles, which is great for everything else because that was all going fine. But because it was so low poly, I couldn't sculpt in it like I was used to. So I had to subdivide it to get the be able to sculpt in it. I really was trying not to because I wanted to keep it as optional as the original was, optimized as the original was, but I just couldn't get it done. So I guess we could have this if you want. It reminds me of the Jake, but I feel like the legs should be different. I'm like I don't want to answer that. So right now it's the 39K, almost 40K, because this that was the subdivide that I did. So I mean that's yeah I don't like that at all. That's still like within, let's see, way higher than it was originally, but lower than a normal human body would be, because humans will be somewhere between 75K all the way up. Because if you remember, the old ones used to be like 500K, and that's cut down pretty much in half to like 250K. So it's still low poly as like second life terms go, but it's still higher than I had wanted it to be. And it's not like I could use normal maps on this because that wouldn't work with the sliders. So that was the whole thing. Because if we were just keeping it low and we wanted to be like, okay, here's the muscle thing, we're going to show you how to generate the slider, that would be off-putting. It was a lot easier to be like, okay, if you want to have muscles on the body, just go to the thing and slide it up, and then you'll have muscles, rather than trying to say, okay, here's how we do it. We're going to have muscles, show you how to bake this, then turn this into a normal map, and then put the normal map onto the body and do this. That's going to clock a lot of people out, like, oh, that's too much work, I don't want to do it. So it's kind of like, yeah. Hey, Angel. I am great. How are you? Good, good. Do you do these streams? Yeah. I mean, I'm doing them more often than not. It's usually whenever I got something to talk about. Like, I don't know what men are like. They're more square than women are. Like, I'm still trying to get, like, he's got womanly birthing hips. I'm trying to figure out how to make that stop. Let's see, maybe grab this. I don't want to look up male anatomy. It's gross. It's so bad. I hate men. And I mean that in the kindest way possible. I just don't like making y'all. Women, that's like, I don't mind making clothes for men, but I don't like making male avatars. I don't. Y'all just the square ladies to me. That's it. Like it's just so like, and I never know if I got a real like person. Like it's like when somebody looks up female avatar and they're trying to see what the female anatomy is like, not having any kind of real references to what females are like, and they get the big breasted BBL, what you call it, and they're like, okay, so this is the woman shape that I should be working with. And they're like, no, that's not how most women are. Stop that. And then it's like, okay, so I'm gonna go look up like Action Man reference, and this is what the men should look like, right? And then it's like, no, that man has an insanely large torso, and you know that, and it's like, okay, so I just made this man, this one in a million freakish man as the standard for my model. I don't know. And it's like, well, look at the medical, what you call it, and then it's like, oh, well, that has no style. That's just a medical textbook of man. Boo. So that's no win. I'm just gonna poke at it till my ancestors say stop. That's just it. Alright, well then if it works, it works. I'm glad my husband isn't in WIC. He would be like, muscle. Mm. Let me create a new key. Combine all of those together. Yeah, that muscle corn. Okay, so man, all of a sudden. Right. Well, with shape keys you can. Uh oh, the troublemaker is awake. Good morning, Miss Momo. How can I help you? When can you copy? Yeah, I guess that's as like close as a copy as one can get. So, alright, so we have this, and I guess I can make a slender man, but not, Yes, she's one of my many, many cats. Yeah, yeah, she's like the most hyper cat in this house now. She's going from that transition from kitten to cat, but still has all that kitten energy. And some of the older cats are not here for any of that, so she likes to jump and play and smack all that stuff. Uh huh. She's going through it. So these older cats are just like, oh, Mo, go away. It's too early for this mess. I wish I can pull his legs away. Like, I really want to work on his thighs. But even if I don't customize this man out, like, ooh, too much thigh. Even though I don't customize this man out like I did with the ladies, I don't know. This would look like too much of a lady butt, and I don't want to look up muscle man butt, like man booty. All I can think about is like anime where it's just like square, but then somehow it's like no, that's just how it is. Thigh gap. Do what from the thigh? I don't know if I can mess it up. You need to come to Open Sim. Well, I can't bring the kimono to the Open Sim. Can't. Okay, I'm so used to talking to Camp. What you call it? Made that utilizator made that perfectly clear. Jeez, that it's not that I can't do it from the thought. Like I can. It's just I don't know how to mirror it because it's not my creation. Like if it was me, then I would just spread it to the winds and let it fly. But it's not my product. And he says like he doesn't want his stuff over in Open Sim, so I can't just sneak and put it over there. I mean, technically I could, but I won't because I respect his decision because he's my friend. Everything that's in Second Life because everybody swiped everything that's in Second Life and bought it to Open Sim. Ooh, that's a big gap there. Must have happened during the thing. Yeah, a good chunk of what's in Open Sim is just when people swiped it over and bought it here. Aw, that's nice. It is easy to use. I do love it, and I have like tried to come over. Like I joined a couple grids that were already made, and I just didn't like the politics there because you have hope, and then politics kick in, and then that just shatters your hope. Damn it! I messed this man up. Poor dear. Let's see. How far back can we go? There you go. You just stuck with that gap, man. You have a nice gymnast body. Yeah, I don't like politics either. I just came to create. I didn't come over here to like. Yeah, I messed him up. Poor thing. He just gonna have these legs. That's just gonna be how male kimonos are. You know, it's like male Vieira. They're weird. I came over here to build and not think about nothing. I didn't come over here to deal with whatever issues or paranoia you may have. So I made my own grid. Woo, just to test out the ability to do so, and I found some people who happily teach you how to make your grid, and he is very passionate about that. So if you want to learn, we have a master in our Discord who will show you how to load up your own grid. And it's just like I wanted to do it sooner, it's just I never had the free time to do it. Get around to it at least. Is the male kit version sells another body kit. Oh! I can take this male body and just slap it in the just, like I feel like be it should be it should be better be fun. I ain't never gonna eat my Captain Crunch. um Okay, so let me show you how this works. So when you buy the dev kit, right? When you buy it, it comes with a mega link, and in the mega link it has the blend and the manual for it, and all the stuff you need to make it go. Um, I was just gonna save this as like version 2 and slap it in there so that you could play with it, but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, yeah, I would. It feels like not doing a male version would be bad. And I'm so scared, but it's like, okay, yeah, now that you mention it, we have to do it. But it's like, we were done. We were done. Because I don't know anything about men, so it's going to be a very stylized male body if you want it. It is for fun, but it's like it's like two parts of me is going mad right now. Oh my god, ask my husband. He's gonna tell me to go look at some more corn. Like you gotta look at the good stuff for references, of course. um, it's like a part of me is like jumping up and down, going, "Yeah, let's give them a man," because I know the kimono need men in their community. But the other half of me is like, "Nah, bro, we done, honey, we old." But now I'm like kind of sort of really excited about it. I mean, I could throw this in here just so you can, play around with it. Mm, damn. You know what? Let's just at least see what a man kimono actually looks like. Like, how can I style it up to make it look like a man? Oh yeah, I forgot. We gotta break it apart. Wait. Let me save this first. Then break it apart. Edit the shape. Like it's fit mesh, so you probably could. How nice it will look, I don't know. Let me turn that off. The last thing we need is a muscular man shaking his butt like that. Hmm. Having a problem down there at the feet. I wonder if I did something wrong with that. Eh? Hold up. Oh, that's a cat's tail. Whoa, what's going on here? Huh. Let's see. There we go. My hands seem to be missing. What the what? Oh, speaking of man, where is mine at? It's getting late and he gotta go to work. We gotta figure out what's going on with the like. We need the undeformer going, so I need to probably make something to keep that going. But face, no, kimono right here. Oh, oh, somebody's at the door. I don't know what that was about. Champa! Sorry. Somebody's at the door and the cat ran across the keyboard. I feel like I should have like this is and mischievous men smile and that's not it. I need another. I need I love pink, but let me see if we can put something sort of manly man color on here. This thing has so many HUDs. Alright, so alright, we're gonna be the default black guy. Now I bake some Mexican. I have no man hair. Who's that guy that I like to go to? What's that man hair store? Dura, yeah, you go. Like, what's that man hair? Hair base. These are old Dora hair. I love that guy so much. He came to, like, I don't know if he remembers me or not, but he came to a sandbox when I was there. And he was just like talking to me about like how I was like during my rebellious I'm gonna steal your ish stuff. And I was like, well, yeah, I'm gonna just. And he's like, I could just tell you how to make hair. Like, what? He's like, yeah, just do this, and that. And it really depends on your texture. Even if you do all of that, if you got like a bad texture, it's gonna look like garbage. And I'm like, oh. I was like, yeah, that's it. And then he gave me a hair. Like, I didn't release this hair yet, but you can have it. And, well, this guy sure is nice. That manly chest jiggle, yeah, that's the sign of a real man. You wish your chest could jiggle like this. Let me see. Yeah. So ever since then, I had like a severe, like really good respect for this guy, and I'm like, I'm not gonna take or mess with his stuff like I do with everybody else's because he could have been a total jerk and decided that yeah, I'll just tell you how to do it. I'm like, oh, well, alright then. Maybe pink is what. Surely I have one male AO in here. Oh, okay, let's see. Zombie Mermaid. Prank. Damn. Let me go to that store. I love that store anyway, so I'm gonna go there. Check what? Omi. It's a store my like Exo showed me. I can't remember what it's called, but I used to go there all the time. That's where I got that one from, like this. Yeah, it's AX. So, honey, I wonder if the store is still here. Thank you. Here, let me check this out real quick, cause I like this store. Of course. My manly shoulders out. These are for ladies. These are mans. Rar. 600 L. All right, we're just gonna look at it. All right, it just there you go. Let's just look at that. We can use what is that? The granddad. Sorry, Billy Blaine. Why buy the AO when we can look at the demo for free? You know what? That's not a bad man shape. I think it's like one of the Bishojo. No, Bishojo is girl. Bishonen is man. So I guess that would be it. One of the Bishonen shapes, which fits the anime look of kimono too. We have to see the current character that I made. Alright, y'all. I actually have to go because it's 12 o'clock. My husband should be up and about getting ready for work, but because I'm not in there annoying, I think he oversleeping. So I need to scoot, and we can go hang out later again. Now that I got this whole mail thing, I reckon that's going to be something afoot now. So thanks again for helping me out with this. I don't even know if I should say thank you or why, but this is going to be a day, I guess. I'll see y'all later. And yeah, good luck on y'all projects. Bye, my kids, please.